coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3.
What up, everybody? It's your boy KWireGaming back on KWireGaming here with some Final Fantasy VII hard mode boss guys. In this video, we're gonna talk about Abzu, this disgusting looking pig bull looking thing, and how to beat him. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so in this battle, we're gonna be using Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. For Cloud, I'm going with the same setup as far as weapons, accessory, and armor. That is the Twin Stinger, the Chain Bangle, and the Supernatural Wrist Guards. Again, I use the Twin Stinger over the Hard Edge and the Mithril Saber because it gives you or allots you the most MP. As you can see, if you switch to the Mithril Saber, you lose 77, and if you switch to Hard Edge, you lose 115. On hard mode, the amount of HP and the amount of MP is imperative in most cases, so the more you have, the better. And also, Twin Stinger gives you a ability called Reprieve, where if you get dropped in battle, you will not fall for that one time. It'll just leave you with one hit point. So that's that added cushion and that added bonus of using Twin Stinger. Alright, for the Chain Bangle, I use that because it gives you some pretty decent defense and magic defense, and you get 4 materia slots. Again, the more slots you have, the better as well, because you're going to be using them Johns. And then as far as the accessory, I use the Supernatural Wrist Guards over the Champion Belt because the Supernatural Wrist Guards give you an increased strength by 10%. And my HP is pretty high, 9,640. So instead of losing like 10 and 5 in certain areas and just to get that 359 increase in HP, I chose to beef up the attack a little bit more instead of health. Now, if you like, I'd rather have the health, then you can go ahead and switch out Supernatural Wrist Guards with the Champion Belt. For our materia, the enemy is weak to fire. So, of course, I'm going to do Elemental and Fire, so you can put the fire on your attack, so you steady spamming it and building up that stagger gauge, that pressure gauge. Next materia is 2 MP ups. This is why Cloud has 194 MP, because I gave him 2 MP ups, all maxed out at level 5. So that is a 100% increase to his MP. Next, I toss Revival on him because somebody got to bring somebody back from from the death. All right, you cannot use items in hard mode, so that's no Phoenix Downs, no anything. So we're using Revival. And you want to have it maxed out if you can, because a rise is better than raise. A rise actually picks the person back up, full health and everything. So max that out if you can. Of course, I threw on First Strike. It's always good to have the ability to come into the fight and cast anything or throw an ability or whatever. So this is why I use First Strike, because it starts you off with ATB gauge and a half. So an ATB gauge and a half. It's that really does come in clutch. Next, I have Prayer. This is to eliminate some of your MP usage. So if you don't have to heal the whole party and Cloud ain't took that much damage, then you can use your 2 ATB gauges to use Prayer, and that'll heal you and the party as well. And this is a significant boost maxed out. This next material, as you see, Steadfast Block, is like one of my clutches, where if you take damage while guarding, you get a large ATB boost, and the damage is lessened. So this is like something I've been throwing in most of the fights or most of the guides, because it really does make a difference. And in hard mode, they hit so much harder, so you want to be able to guard and lessen that damage. And then lastly, for Cloud, I got 2 HP ups, all maxed out at level 5, and this is why he is hitting, or his HP is at 9,640. As far as his summon goes, I always like rocking Leviathan. That's just a personal choice of mine. I like Leviathan. I don't know why. I just like Cloud having it. This enemy is weak to fire, so you can switch out to Ifrit or just put Ifrit on a another person like Tifa or Aerith. Alright, let's go to Tifa. For Tifa, I'm using the Purple Rain, the Cog Bangle, and the Champion Belt. Using the Purple Rain again, it's all about HP and MP when it comes to me, and the Purple Pain gives you the most HP and the most pool of MP. So that is my decision to use this weapon. Materia slots, when you get them all built up, they mostly all have 6, so that's not a non-factor when it comes into the decision. For the Cog Bangle, I really didn't find one that was like good where her defense and magic were kind of like close to one another, kind of close together. So I decided to throw in a cog because while they're not at over 100, they're pretty even on defense and magic defense versus having one at like 100 and something, the other one at 70 something. But if you want to exchange it out, you can. So Supreme Bracelet is good as a switch out, and the Sorcerer Armlet is good as a switch out, depending on which one you want to have more points in as far as defense or magic defense. But for me, I'm rolling with the Cog Mangle. And lastly, the Champion Belt, because it gives her that HP to push it up to 9,999 and increase strength by 5. Again, you can switch out with the Supernatural Risk Guards, but for her, I wanted that extra health. So it's your choice. Alright. Far as materia goes, I have the healing materia on her and a cleansing materia because this fight does use poison. So if your people get poisoned, you can cast this. And that just reminded me, if you want to change the champion belt out, you can also throw in a star pendant for this fight. Yes, you're going to lose health. Yes, you're going to lose attack and strength, but you become immune to poison because the enemy used poison. If you do not want to use it and you want to keep those stats like I did, then throw in the cleansing materia, as this will heal you of poison. The next I throw on fire because again the enemy is weak to fire. And I gave Tifa a magic up. Usually I give Aerith both magic ups because it gives you a total of 50%. But since Aerith's magic is already high, Cloud's magic is pretty high, I wanted to kind of level the playing field by throwing a magic up on Tifa, which brings her magic attack to 294. Then I gave Tifa 2 MP ups to give her a maximum of 134 points in her MP pool, coupled with 2 HP up. That's why she has 9,999. And again, same thing here, prayer. So in case I don't have to use cure, I can use prayer to heal the party. And then for the summon, since the enemy is weak to fire, I threw Ifrit on Tifa. And lastly, good old Aerith. I used the reinforced staff, the geometric bracelet, and the circlet on Aerith. The reinforced staff because this gives her the most MP pool and the most HP pool and the most magic attack. While you do have other weapons like here, the bladed staff that gives her more HP, or the mithril rod that gives her more HP, it doesn't give them a combined total of magic, attack, and MP and HP. The best weapon to use is the reinforced staff for Aerith. I use the geometric bracelets because of the slot choice and the health choice. This was solely because of HP, because Aerith needs all the HP gains she can get. She's like by far one of the weakest people when it comes to HP, so I didn't want to take that loss in the HP field. Thus, I went with the Cog Bangle. And then lastly, the circlet, because it gives her a increased max MP by 10% and an increased magic power by 5%, pushing her magic attack to 412. And that is with 1 magic up. Now, as far as her materia, I gave Aerith the elemental on fire. You can give this to Tifa if you want, but I gave it to Aerith because she does long range attacks, and I think this would be better to have a close range person with it and a long range person with it versus just having 2 close range attackers with it. Alright. I threw Revival on it because everyone needs revival. Again, you cannot use items here, so if my main person goes down and I don't have revival on any other people, then Cloud is just down. So we need a revival on every character so they can utilize that. I gave her the other magic up. This is what pushes her magic attack to 412. It's usually around like 463 or 464 with 2 magic ups. But 412 is already like beastly. It's like godly. You clapping cheeks with that, so you'll be good. I gave her 2 MP ups because that's going to give her a 100% increase on her MP pool. That's why she has 201 on the MP. I threw healing on Aerith. Aerith is your greatest caster, your greatest magic person, period, in all Final Fantasy VII. So throwing the heal on her because she has the biggest pool, coupled with Magnify, you'll be able to heal your people if you're in a bind. And if she ever goes down, you still got other people to cast Revive. So you'll be good there. And then lastly, 2 HP ups to bring her HP pool to 8,204 because she needs all the HP gains. For her summon, I threw Bahamut on there. Again, if you do not have Bahamut at this point, and you do not know how to get Bahamut, to unlock Bahamut, you need to finish all of Chadley's intel missions or his intel reports. And then fighting Bahamut is the last mission or report that he gives you, and that's how you get him. If you do not have him at this moment, then I will advise using Leviathan, Fat Chocobo, Ifrit, and if you got the DLC, you can use the Chocobo Chick because you can use their power because they have fire, lightning, ice, and wind, so you can use the fire ability. Alright, that is all the equipment, all the armor, all the accessory, and all the materia that you need for this fight. Before I get in and show you how it's done, do your boy a favor and hit that like button, as it does help the video and it helps the channel, and it shows me that you like these type of guide videos, and then I'll do more. Also, if you're not a part of the Block fam, go ahead and punch that subscribe button and hit that noti bell, and make sure you click all so you can stay up to speed with everything KWireGaming. And then hop in the comments afterwards and tell me how did this guide help you. If you know better setup, your experience during hard mode, whatever, hop in the comments and let me know. Alright. Remember, be safe out there. And now let's get the show on the road.
Aerith.
Cloud. We have to get to Sector 7.
Yeah.
That bastard!
Go?
You bet! Bring it on! Go on! Go away! Come on!
It's on you.
I'll take care of him. Let me handle this. Yeah. It's on you.
I got this.
I'll show you what I can do. I got this.
My turn.
Bring it.
Come on.
Can you take over
Be
for a
careful.
bit? This might be
Fight through it.
Sorry,
I
but
got
you
this.
handle it.
Hang in there!
Keep it up.
Fight's not over yet!
Hang back. Bring it.
Just go away! Go on! Stay back!
Deal with that.
So it's my turn? Let's get serious. Why don't you lead the way?
Let's go! It's on you!
Mine.
Here goes.
What the? What's up it?
Just taking a
Let me
little
handle
break.
Yeah! Watch your side!
Take it over.
Yeah! There! Don't give up.
That was close.
It's on you.
I'll take care of him.
Bring it.
Sorry about that. This is gonna hurt. Another.
Think fast! How's this?
One more.
Stop it! I got this. I've got you covered.
That really sucked.
Hang back. Deal with that.
Come on, you can do it. Feeling pretty weak. Keep it up. It's your turn.
Let me handle this. It's on you.
Let's do this.
Stay back.
I'll show you what I can do. You've got this.
All set. Go on. Just go away.
I'm with you.
Give your best shot.
So it's my turn?
What the?
Why don't you lead the
Let me
way?
handle this. This is gonna hurt. You're up.
Hang back. Let's do this.
Right, my turn.
Let's finish. This one's for you. Get him.
Say goodbye.
You're burning up. There it goes.
Do you think it lives down here, or...?
Was probably Corneo's pet. And we were dinner.